Hello everyone and welcome to this practical Power Query tutorial. In today's video, we are going to work on a real world insurance claim reconciliation scenario. Imagine an insurance company has two different sources of information, one from the claims department and another from the finance department. So you have two files, one is from the claims department and another is from the finance department. Our objective is to compare both the data set and identify which claims are matching, which claims has an amount mismatch, and which claims are missing from either system. All three scenarios. And the best part is what we are going to build this entire reconciliation process using Power Query. So once the process is created, we can simply refresh the data whenever we receive a new file. That's all. So let's start with the two data set and build the complete insurance claim reconciliation report step by step in Power Query. So here is my data set which is coming from the claim system. In that you have claim type, you have customer name, very important column, claim ID and policy number, and how much a customer has claimed the amount and how much is the approved by the claim department. So let's mark all these four columns in yellow color. So I have marked this both important column and this both are important claim amount and approved amount. Let's mark approved amount because we will be taking approved amount. And over here I go to the finance ledger. So this is a file from the finance in which how much they have transferred to the customer. That is the paid amount. So in claim amount, claim system, you have an approved amount. This is one column, which is very important. And in finance, have they transferred the same amount to the customer or is there any difference? So in finance ledger also you have an claim ID, which again I will mark it in yellow. Let's mark policy. So these are the important columns. Now the first step will be taking this data to the Power Query. So how do we do that? So the step number one is I will create a new file. So I have pressed Ctrl N to create a new file, and let's import these both the sheet into the Power Query. So step number one will be I will go to the data tab. I will go to the get data from files and I click on the option from Excel workbook. And over here I have a file with the name insurance claim reconciliation. So I will click on the import option and it will show me in that file there are two sheets available. I'm going to select both the sheets by selecting a option multiple. So I select the option select multiple items and here I select the claim sheet and I select the finance ledger sheet. And I will just click on the option transform. When you click on transform, it will open a Power Query editor. So now my Power Query editor is opening. This is my Power Query editor where we will be automating the entire process. So what will be the first step? In claims, you have claim IDs. So there are around 30 rows in this. There is a finance ledger in which also there should be 30 rows, but actually there are 32 rows in finance. It means there are two entries which are duplicated. So our first step will be combining claim ID of claim system and from finance ledger into one. So the first step will be we will do the append query. So I will go to the home tab. I go to the append query and I click on append query as new. In append query as new, I will be seeing this screen that you wanted to append two tables. Append means claim system records will come on the top and below that all the finance data will be there. Means both the file will be combined one below another. That is known as appending. So he has already selected the finance ledger because I selected the finance table here, and second table is claim. So these both will be combined into one, and I say okay. So now you will observe you got append 1, which is the combination of claim system rows and the finance ledger rows. I will double click on it and let's rename to reconciliation. Okay, reconciliation. After this, our first step will be to remove unwanted column. So I will select both the column claim ID and policy number, and all these columns I will remove at this stage. So I say right click and I say remove other column. So all the columns are removed. Now we have only claim ID and policy. If you will select the claim ID, you can see there are 62 rows, means there were 30 rows of claim system and 32 rows of finance ledger. So it became 62. Now, first we will try to remove the duplicates. So I will come on claim ID and I will right click on it and I will say remove duplicates. So now I have removed the duplicates. Now if you will observe, there are only 31 rows, correct? So now what we will do is, after I have claim ID and policy number, my cleaning work is done. Now I will try to import get approved amount from the claim system. Then I will get the transferred amount from finance sheet into this. So both columns will come next to each other. Let's see how do we do that. So for that, I'm going to use a merge query. So I will go and click on merge query and you will get this dialog box. Let's understand this. So here you will select the claim ID. Over here, select this column. This is a reconciliation sheet, means from reconciliation sheet, claim ID, and I go to the another one. So then I select over here, let's say, uh, I wanted to pull a data from reconciliation. Okay. So now I will select both from the reconciliation. No, not from. Okay, so over here I will select the claim system. So now it will show me, okay, from reconciliation you have a claim ID, and from claim system I will select claim ID. Both the columns are common, left outer join, and here you will see the selection matches 30 of 31 rows. It means 30 rows data claim ID is matching. There is one which is not matching. It means either in finance or in claims there will be one extra entry. We will check that and I say okay. So now you will observe the claim system columns has come here. We will click on this and I will unselect this and I will say claim no, approved amount. So this is the amount approved in the system. This I got from one file. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the uh, transferred amount by finance here. So again I will use a merge query and I will say in this I wanted to pull a data from finance ledger. Claim ID you will click, claim ID you will click, and you say okay. And wow, you got the table finance ledger. Click on this two arrows header over here, unselect everything, and I say I need a paid amount which finance paid. Let's say okay over here. So this is the amount paid by finance. This is the amount claimed or you not claimed, approved. So now we have two columns. Now, if you will observe the starting part 101, claim number 12,000 was approved in the system and 12,000 has been paid. So I think it's perfect. Oh, in the end, I think there are some null values. So we have to replace, right click, and I say replace value null with 0. Okay. I will come on paid amount, right click, replace value, and I say null with 0. So now all my null value wherever it was, it has become 0. So that in calculation, it's easier for us, right? So till here it's done. Now what? Now we have to find a difference between both. So that is a very interesting way. I click on the paid amount and I go to the add column. And over here you get one option standard. Click on the option subtract. Means you wanted to do the subtraction between two columns. You have selected the paid amount. From paid amount, you wanted to deduct this, for example. So I click on a drop down and I select use value in columns. And I select the approved amount because from this it should be deducted. Okay, and it will show you a difference. Wow. So 12,000, 12,000. There is no, means it's reconciled, means it's proper. The approved was 12,000 and finance also paid 2,000, 12,000. In the same way, here it is 15,000 was approved, but finance paid 14,500. So this is the difference. And in the end, we also get one more. Approved amount was 0. But how come the finance has paid 11,000? And over here, the approved amount was 8,000, but still the amount has not been paid. So this way you get the entire thing. After this, friends, you can even add one conditional column. So now we will be adding a conditional column for the remark. So I will go to the conditional column, which is in the add column, and I will write a if condition. So I will give a column name as remarks, and I will put the condition, and I say Power Query if approved amount is 0 is equal to 0, then what remarks should come? So I will say if approved amount is 0, and I will say missing in approved amount, or whatever comment you wanted to give. I will add another clause, means another condition. Now again I will say if paid amount is 0, then I will say missing in finance. Correct? Or whatever you want, you can give. I will add one more condition. If the difference, or difference means basically subtraction, I should have renamed this subtraction column, but it's okay. If subtraction equal to 0, it means the amount is same in approved also and in paid also. Then I will say matched, or you can use a word reconciled, whatever you want. Okay. Okay, so I will add one more condition over here, and I will say if the subtraction, actually it's a difference, does not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then what should happen? Then I will say over here amount mismatched, and I say okay. Amazing. So here you can see the match. So now here we are not interested in the matched amount. That is already done. We are interested in amount mismatched. So I just filter this amount and I can see, oh, this amount is mismatched. Here, this is not happening reconciliation. Or if you wanted to see all the matched amount, so you can just say matched amount. These are all the in which approved is the same amount and the paid is also the same amount. So I hope you have understood how do we do the reconciliation. And in future, if you update the data in finance and claim system and you just click on the refresh, automatically this is going to be updated. So here now you will click on close and load in the file, and that data will be loaded in the Excel sheet. Amazing. And from here, you can use the pivot table, or you can do some another task which you wanted to perform. In future, if you update the data in Excel file, you don't have to worry. You just have to right click and you have to say refresh, and your data will be updated. He will remove the duplicates. He will put the formula. He will do the calculation, and he will do everything for you. Instead of subtraction, I will set difference. That's all for the reconciliation of the insurance claim. Thank you so much.